it's Jen. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be short and sweet. I'm going to talk about 13 different books that I am unhauling. If these sound interesting to you at all or they're on your radar and you've been looking to pick up a copy, I will be posting them in my Pango shop. You're either up there already by the time you're seeing this or will be up there shortly. These aren't necessarily bad books. They're just books that, as I've been going through my shelves, have decided for one reason or another, I'm just not going to hold on to. If you've been watching my channel, you know in the last few months I've had 2 huge book hauls. So I'm just trying to be a little bit realistic. Took a look at all my shelves. When Sara was here visiting, she also kind of helped me pull some that she's read that she's like, I think you could pass on this one. So there's just different reasons. These are in no order. So let's just get started. The first one I'm unhauling is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I read this and absolutely loved it. The reason why I'm unhauling it is because this is a different edition than the second one. Something about the Cursed King or something. So this one was taller, but it's in perfect condition. I replaced it with a copy that matches the rest of my duology. This is romantic-y, very good. I can't remember if I gave this 4 or 5 stars. So the only reason why I'm unhauling it is because I have a different copy that matches the rest of my set better. But if this is something that sounds good, definitely pick it up. I highly recommend that one. Next one, similar situation, is The Sanatorium by Sara Pearse. I personally cannot stand when they do this to the front cover. And the second book in this series, The Retreat, I had in hardback. And I found this book in hardback discounted for, I think it was $3. So I decided I'm going to unhaul this one, and I replaced it with a hard copy, or hardcover copy. I have not read it. I'm still planning on reading it, but if you want to check this one out, there's that. This one, I just could not get along with the writing. I think it's a me problem. This is You Again. This is a romance by Goldbeck. I picked it up at Barnes & Noble, honestly, because the cover. And I gave it a try, but it's just not for me. But I think a lot of people can like this book and would like this book. I think it's a me problem. It's just personal preference, not my favorite. So I did not finish it. So we're unhauling this one. This is You Again, a romance. So check that out if you're interested. Next one, I really enjoyed this when I read it. It's independently published, I believe. This is On Luna Time by Amber Crawley. I believe there's 2 in the series, maybe 3. This is really short and sweet. It's time travel. It was done well. It ended on a cliffhanger, but I never picked up the second one. It's under 200 pages. It says, Vanessa Marshall has spent her life in and out of foster care with only a vague recollection of the woman that left her behind. When she receives a strange letter from her mother 3 weeks before her 18th birthday, Vanessa knows it's the only shot she has to finding her real family. The letter instructs her to jump off this pier into the ocean at midnight under the next full moon, and she's hoping as she jumps that her mother is waiting for her. But she comes up for air 70 years in the past, and you follow it from there. This was very entertaining, very good. I did enjoy it. I just don't see myself reading it again. And I think it's a little bit more challenging to find. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen this at any stores or anything. You probably can get on Amazon or my Pango if you're interested. So if you like time travel books, I recommend this one. This next one, I just kind of lost interest in. This is The Echo Wife by Gailey. I tried reading another book by her, and I just didn't love it. So I've had this on my shelf for a while, and I'm not gravitated to pick it up. It was obviously pretty cheap when I bought it. But this is The Echo Wife by Gailey. This is a sci-fi dark romance, I believe. Yeah, it's about a clone. A husband clones his wife. There you go. There's that one. Okay, this next one. Don't come for me, okay? If you're not new to my channel, you know I had strong feelings, negative feelings about the 7-year slip. Now, I know a lot of people love that book. I'm just not one of them. So I decided to unhaul The Dead Romantics by Ashley Posten. This has never been read. It's in great condition. It's been sitting on my shelves. I'm not going to pick it up. If for any reason I ever have to read another Ashley Posten, I can check it from my library. But I know a lot of people love her writing, love her romance books. So there you go. Perfectly new copy. Next one is The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. I just not really interested in reading this. I did read one by him and it was okay. I didn't love it as much as other people did. I read... It must have come after this book because it's not in the inside the book. I can't think of the name of it, but I did read one by him and it was okay. I think I gave it like 3.5 stars or something like that. So I just kind of lost interest in wanting to read this. But Colson Whitehead is an amazing writer. So you're following a young slave's adventures as she makes a desperate bid for freedom in the antebellum South. And yeah, so it's a journey. And a lot of people love this book. I just don't have interest in picking it up. So that's going. Next one. This one was, Sara didn't love it. And Sara and I read so similar that I'm like, okay. I read a couple chapters. I wasn't like really pulled in. This is The Kingdoms of Savannah by George Dawes Green. The reason why I picked this up in the first place is I didn't realize it's got really pretty map inside too, which is nice. There is a book by this same author called The Juror. And if I'm not mistaken, that was made into a movie. It had, oh gosh, what's her name? She was in Ghost. Demi Moore. I think she's in The Juror. And I really like that movie. It's an older movie. I watched it, 20 years ago. So that's what gravitated me to it. That, along with the map and the cover, yeah, it sounds good. I think this definitely could be a 5-star for someone, but I'm no longer interested in seeing if that someone is me because I'm not thinking I will give it 5 stars. The next one is B.A. Pearse's The Prisoner. I just no longer have interest in reading this. B.A. Pearse, I loved the first one I read by her, which was Behind Closed Doors. I absolutely love that, obsessed with that. Everything else I've read by her has just been okay, so I decided I'm going to give this to someone who loves B.A. Pearse, put it out there for someone else to pick up and read. B.A. Pearse is just hit or miss for me. So that's kind of what was behind that decision. Next one is an older copy of Anne Rice's Merrick. This is in the Vampire Chronicles. I just don't have the whole set on my shelf. And I feel like if you are a huge Anne Rice fan, it's nice to find the original hardcovers. And so I feel like this should be on someone's shelf who is missing this book to collect their whole vampire series in hardback, to be honest. So there's that. All right, next one. I did try to read this earlier this year. This is The Reading List by Sara Nisha Adams. This one was a hard one for me to unhaul because so many of you seem to have loved it. I couldn't jive with the writing at the time that I read it. And then as I was looking for the audio of it, it came to my attention that this book can spoil other older classical pieces of work that I have not read yet. So for now, I'm unhauling it. If I ever want to pick this up again, I can always repurchase it or grab it from my library. So such a cool cover too, with all those books on there. But that's The Reading List. All right, 2 more. Did You Ever Have a Family by Bill Clegg. I read this at the end of last year. It was not for me. I did not like it. I'm surprised I still have it, to be honest. I know that this doesn't make you want to go pick it up. But I think I gave it 2 stars. I just didn't love it. It's a debut novel. And you have the eve of her daughter's wedding. June Reed's life is upended when a tragedy leaves her alone and directionless. In her effort to escape her grief, June drives across the country away from her small Connecticut town. In her wake, a community emerges, weaving a beautiful and surprising web of connection through shared heartbreak. Everyone touched by the tragedy is changed as truths about the near and far histories finally come to light. I just didn't care. I didn't care when I read this book, and so I don't even remember why I finished it. Probably should DNF'd it, so... But this could be, there's a book for every reader. So there's that one. And then last but not least is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I've had this for years. It's YA. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to clean up and get the stickers and stuff off of it. But it's a beautiful copy of the book. It's got gold and silver foiling. It's got pretty end pages. Yeah, it's just a plain naked. There's like a publisher stamp on there, like a watermark kind of looking thing. But yeah, I just no longer have interest in picking this up, but I feel like someone could really enjoy this. It's a really cool copy, very beautiful. I heard it's a little bit sinister, a little bit spooky, but it's YA. I just haven't been gravitated, or haven't wanted to pick it up, and I've had it on my shelf for a few years. So I decided it's time to let it go and get into the hands of someone who can be obsessed and love it. So there you have it. Those are, not as many books coming off the shelves as I have put on the shelves recently, but, it's okay. It does help make a dent. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate all your love and support. I love chatting down in the comments below. Are any of these books that you are screaming at me right now? However you're watching this video, you are screaming at me saying, don't unhaul that. I love that book. You're going to love that book. If there's any of these titles you feel I am making a mistake, please put that down below. And maybe I'll pull it back off my unhaul pile. So that's it. I hope you guys are reading something amazing. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.